On a quiet summer afternoon in New Jersey, Professor Pipi, an eccentric philosopher, was in the Central Park delivering one of his now famous public lectures. With a cup of tea in one hand and a megaphone in the other, he was expounding on the profound metaphysical connection between iced coffee and human existence. Suddenly, the sky darkened and a strange buzzing sound filled the air. Birds fled, cars came to a halt, and people raised their eyes to the heavens. An immense spaceship descended right over the park. From it emerged a group of greenish Martians with fluorescent antennae and eyes that looked like disco balls. The alien leader, a three-eyed creature with an extra arm holding what appeared to be a laser weapon, stepped forward and declared in a robotic tone, "Inhabitants of planet Earth, we have come to destroy you. You are a chaotic and dangerous species. Prepare for the end." The crowd screamed and ran in terror. Everyone, except for Professor Pipi, who calmly sipped his tea, adjusted his round glasses, and raised his megaphone. "Excuse me, my esteemed interstellar friends. Before you destroy us, wouldn't you be interested in a little philosophical debate?" The Martians, puzzled, paused in their advance. The leader stared at him curiously. "Philosophical debate?" he asked. "Precisely," replied Pipi, walking calmly toward them. "Doesn't it seem a bit hasty to destroy a civilization without even reflecting on the meaning of its existence?" The Martian leader lowered his weapon. "Proceed, human. I'll give you 3 minutes." Professor Pipi smiled and began. "Consider this. If you destroy Earth, you eliminate all music, poetry, pizza recipes, and," here he paused dramatically, "the endless debates about whether latte is superior to cappuccino. Wouldn't that be an irreparable loss for the universe?" The Martians whispered among themselves. Apparently, they had a deep interest in hot beverages. "Moreover," continued Professor Pipi, "destroying us would be an admission that we are important enough to eliminate. Wouldn't it make more sense to ignore us, thus proving that we are irrelevant? After all, isn't indifference the purest form of intellectual superiority?" The Martian leader's jaw dropped, his antennae flickering in astonishment. "This is profound. We had never considered it. This human poses existential questions that challenge our motivations." One of the smaller Martians timidly raised a hand. "Can we try this? Latte?" Pipi nodded solemnly. "Of course, but first, let me introduce you to the delights of a good butter croissant." Hours later, the Martians were seated at a cafe in New Jersey, enjoying espresso and debating the purpose of the universe with Professor Pipi. Ultimately, they decided not to destroy Earth. Instead, they returned to their planet to write philosophical treatises inspired by the eccentric philosopher. As the Martian spaceship took off, leaving behind a clear sky, Professor Pipi raised his megaphone and declared to the crowd that had returned from hiding, "And so, my dear friends, we have once again proven that philosophy is not only useful but absolutely delicious with a bit of sugar. Philosophizing like a beast. Subscribe, like, forward to your friends."